This will be an unbelievable catch if I can get this in. Unfreaking believable, I can tell you. I'm gonna go deep dropping. I'm just gonna go search somewhere north of the trench. Yeah! Quick message before we start this video. We're going to be down the Mandurah boat caravan full drive and camping show this weekend, so we'll be there Saturday only, and we got plenty of giveaways from Vexed, and also going to give away a Malgrow lure worth around $70. So if you're in the Mandurah area, come down, say hi. So to receive some giveaways from Vexed, what you need to do is come down and show us that you're following Vexed on either Facebook or Instagram, and we'll give you something from Vexed for free. If you missed out on meeting Sid down at the Perth boat show, he will be making an appearance down at the Mandurah show as well. So make sure you come down to learn a bit about Icky Jimmy and Shinkai Jimmy and how to perform it and how it improves your catch when you get home. See you down there. G'day fishos. Now, just heading out. Gonna go deep dropping. I'm just gonna go search somewhere north of the trench. Beautiful morning. Wind probably pick up about mid-morning, so coming from a northeaster, which is a bit of a pain in the neck, but it's not too strong. So we'll drop my cray pots in this morning, so we'll do a future video on that. But right, we're going to just steam out. We've got about 45 k's from here. We're at the back of the garden island at the moment. Cray pots are in at about 10 to 15 meters of water, and hopefully we get some crays over the next couple of weeks. I reckon next full moon they're going to pump. And like I said, I'm going to do a future video in a bit more detail on why I drop my cray pots this time of year. If I get a decent amount, I stay out of the water during December and just focus on the fishing. Anyways, you've got to check out this beautiful sunrise. But Perth City's just over there. This is what we do it for. Okay, so we're going to go that away. Well, that didn't last long. As soon as I hit bottom. So I'm going to get the jigging rod out and we're going to drop down. Now while this fish comes up, I'll just show you what I'm going to use. I've got a bottom meat, 1 kilo, and you're probably wondering why I leave the motor running. It's because the battery, I've got this hooked into the battery, right, and it's draining the battery, so it's good to boost it. Saves your motor. It's a good fish. Now what we'll do while these fish are coming up, put this on. I'm just going to put a whole squid on. You got to understand there's big fish down there, so I ain't going to take small baits. It's a floater. Ooh. It's a big grey band. Now, fish is hooked right in the corner of the mouth, beautifully. So there must be a school of greys down there. We'll go back around and see if we can get one on the jig. Now I'm just going to unhook this. It's easier to lift it in than pulling up the sinker as well, which is back there somewhere. Woo. Now you've got to be careful with these grey band because they've got gill rakers. They've got pretty gnarly gill rakers. but that'll be about 12 kilo, I'd say, maybe a bit heavier. Right. Now these things are slimy as. Right, let's get a length on it. Now what's interesting, it's got black spots and it's got a chunk taken out there. I know it's vicious world down there. Whew. Excellent. Next we're going to chuck a bottom meat down there and I'll show you that they actually work very well. Right. What's he measure? Oh, look at that, spitting up all sorts, some sort of spine off a fish. Now here's about 90 centimeters. Now if this was a Dewey, I'd say it'd be up around 12 kilo. So I'd say this would be close because they're very similar weights. Okay, so the most humane thing you can do is dispatch the fish. Now, there's a soft spot somewhere. The problem with these deeper water species, they actually have really hard heads and are a pain to get. But there we go. He's done. We bleed it. And she's cooked, as you can see, has the brain cavity, it's twitching, and that's how you can confirm. And what we'll do later is we'll Shinkai jimmy it and go in that way. Just trying to find the brain in. There it is, it's right there, so right in there. And we'll bleed it, and we'll go back down with the bottom meat. And then if we get one more, we can go home. Now I don't like cutting it right the way through. Some people nip the gills, but there is actually, the heart of the fish is around here, and there's a vein that just goes through here, and you can just nick it, and as you can see, look at all the blood come out. All right, we'll go back around, but we're going to drop down with a slow pitch rod from Assassin and a bottom meat, or kilo bottom meat with a whole squid. All right, let's go back around. Alrighty, let's go down with the whole bottom meat. Oh. Now I've only got 30-pound line on this. On bottom yet? Long way down. Bottom.
The problem I find with deep dropping with jigs, such as bottom meats, or even if you just have other heavy deep drop jigs, is you don't really know when you're hooked up. It's actually quite hard to tell. So the best thing you can do is really just reef it up, wind up a couple of meters, see if there's some pullback, like your drag starts to pull back, and that's when you know you're hooked up to a fish. So you'll see me here just put some weight on it, because there's a kilo bottom meat down there, and you just don't know if you've got a fish on. So I'm really just looking for the lunges on the rod, so you'll see me just hold it up after a couple of meters and see if there's a lunge down. That's when you know there's a fish on. Not seeing it, not hopeful here. Okay, let's Shinkai this grey band before we go back around on the next drift.
Alright, well, I think we might have missed him that drift. Right, so do a Shinkai on it. And because I've already hit the mark, as you can see, it went straight down. Oh god. Now for those of you who came to the boat show, you can see how easy it just slides down. You can see the spinal fluid come out. There's a bit of liquid. but look at the colour, how it just dissipates. And that's the whole length of the fish, see? Easy as that. I don't know why people don't do it more often. It actually makes a big difference to the eating quality of fish. So we'll clean this up, chuck them in the esky. Okay, we got to put a new bait on. Thinking just chop it in two.
Now, as it's quite deep down, make sure you got good hook exposure. So make sure those barbs are sticking right out.
Missed the first hook. Try again. Through there. Through there. What I like to do is, if you can, get the barb exposed. So it's down there. Everything destroys your bait. So yeah, just like that. All right, we'll go around again. Didn't get any on the last drop. I don't know whether I missed a hook up. It's really hard to tell in this depth. If you are getting into deep dropping, I don't recommend jigging, because you'll probably miss a lot of fish. I'll go around again. Now I'll show you where we get these grey band. So 350 rise to about 270, no, 290.
Now, if you haven't seen our Back to Basics video, make sure you do. We explain the concepts around tides, and we're fishing a rising tide here, so fish should be parked up on top of ledges. And this is where we're fishing right now.
And because it's incoming tide, the fish are up there. There's a little bit of stuff there. Like I said in my previous videos for Back to Basics on deep dropping. And that's where I'm trying to land, is around there. Okay, let's see how we go. Got to be close. And it's still wet line. Maybe a bit further.
So again, just doing the same thing here, lifting up, hoping to see that there's a fish on. That doesn't appear to be the case. There's something weird going on here, and I can't figure out what's going on at the moment, because it doesn't feel like a fish, but it does at the same time, if that makes sense. After a bit of time, decided to just wind up and see what's going on.
Later. Submarine! Okay. I had 4 drops with the jig, the bottom meat. Got 2 green eyes. That's it. I'm done. Go back to electrics. I don't know why grey band as soon as I hit bottom with electrics, but this is what I'm saying in my videos. Like, don't be discouraged if you're getting green eyes, because if there's green eyes there, there's more than likely going to be some bigger fish down there as well. Oh well, got not whole squid, but big chunks of big squid, and we'll see how we go down there on the electrics this time. Now last time I hooked up as soon as I hit bottom. Maybe it's a glow light, don't know, we'll see. All right, we're on bottom. I reckon those grey band have moved on, that's what it is. No bites this time, so maybe it's not me on the jig. This fish must have been cruising past or something. It's all you're looking for on the rod tip is a little like that. It's not going to go curl over like you're in the shallows, just a little jump and then just whack it in gear. Okay, that wind is picking up, but I know it's meant to drop off soon. It's just the last hurrah before it dies off. I just want to search around. I mean, I'm a little bit annoyed because first drop, hook up. It's like, I haven't really searched around yet. So, just been fishing the same spot, which has been annoying because the fish really haven't been feeding, you know? So, just wasted the last hour and a bit on this spot for just nothing after that first fish. So today I fished the GPS marks, like in terms of the maps. I didn't even hunt around with the sounder that much. So yes, the maps work for deep drop, I reckon. This was a little lump on the maps. Dropped on it, hooked up straight away. What can I say? All right, those little tappies. Probably a green eye. Okay, now I'm off the ledge. The sinker's going down, so I'm going to fish the edge of the ledge and see what. Sometimes you get some fish that are hanging down the base of it. Usually green eyes on this time of the tide, but we'll see. I think this ledge drops off to about 400 odd meters. They're pretty deep. Yeah! Whatever it is, it's not very big, but I'll have to wait and see. Now this was about 550 meters down. Now, because of the depth, I'm thinking it's either a blue eye or a bass, but overload. happened to the reel? Won't wind anymore. It won't click out of gear. It's jammed. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. What am I going to do? Got a big fish on and my reel's completely fucked. I don't know what the fuck happened, it just jammed up. I don't know what to do. Big fish on. Something jammed up. I don't know what to do. Just jammed up. Right. I'm gonna have to do something here. Much as I don't want to. Still fish on. Okay, so we'll go around that and around that and around that. I need to get this up. Cut me into my finger. Alright, let's tie another FG. Tie an FG knot and then wind it up. This will be an unbelievable catch if I can get this in. Unfreaking believable, I can tell you. I don't know what's happened to my reel, but it's just completely jammed up. Alright, that's dodgiest, probably the dodgiest FG knot I've ever tied. Alright, I'm just going to turn this engine off. Get this out of the way. Okay, so now it's a matter of getting this off without breaking it off. Come on. Need to go under. Rod can go in the water. No. All right, we have the fish on. All right, I just got to get a couple of winds on it. Soft. Still there. Then we can go hell for leather once we get a couple. All right, I think I got him. Big fish. This is this is insane. All right, so it's about 150 meters left, and it's a heavy fish. We can go in after this. It's either a blue or a bass, I reckon. Just hope it's not a shark or something.
Few moments later.
Now look at this assassin rod. Pitchmaster 2. Great rods these are. Especially for the price. They're up there with the top ends. Got really big guides to let that FG not through on heavy leader. And that's why I like them. In WA here we have a lot of shallow reefs. A lot of reef. You need that big gauge leader. I don't know why they put needle eyes on a lot of these slow pitch rods. Now this will be a fish to remember. Just hope it's something good. I'm going in after this fish. Take my reel in, get it looked at. Now, where do I get my reel serviced? Reel Alan Smooth. He's a local guy in Rockingham, and he does an excellent job. I think you can find him on Facebook. So if you're watching this, Alan, I'm coming to see you, mate. I have a feeling one of the gears is just jammed up in the reel. God, this is exhausting. Let's hope it's not a shark. It's not a huge fish by any means, so I don't know why my reel jammed up. Thankfully this Oceana jigger has huge line capacity and it can take this extra 150 meters no problem.
Few moments later.
Kicking around a bit still. I don't have any reels really to explore anymore, so definitely going in. Buggered if I throw him down a jigger. Exploring with a jig. It's getting lighter. Okay. I think it's floating. Got colour. What are you? Please be something good. Got air bubbles, which is a good sign. Big freaking blue eye. Big one. Real big. Alright, that's me done. Get this hook out. Oh. Okay, hook's off. Okay, let's have a look at this fish, eh? There you go. Sorry, the slimy floor. Big blue eye. Look at the eye on it, it's blown out, coming out from 550 meters down. I'd say this is around 15, maybe more. Let's put it on the brag mat and then we'll icky jimmy it. Let's icky jimmy it, put it out of its misery. Bleed it. Yep, she's cooked. And then we'll let it bleed out for a bit while we clean down. Now, I will say, this was an interesting trip, that's for sure. Now the thing about blue eye is they actually smell weird. I'm not sure if you've ever caught one, but they're a bit like, I don't know, salmon, mulloway. They've got that funky smell. Like something different anyway. I don't know if I've got it, but I can only hope. There we go, all the way down. It's easy as that, really. I know some of you have met me down the boat show and you think I'm joking, but look at that. You see it's quivering. Well, what can I say? That was an experience. I don't know why that reel's just jammed up. I suspect it's like just some of the gears are just meshed together under that load. It wasn't under a severe load, probably about a 4 or 5 on the numbering system, which goes up to 10. So don't know why. Pretty happy. I can't believe I got that blue eye in. Like, no way in the world. I don't know what's going on with that reel, but it just jammed up. I mean, that reel's been through hell. Don't get me wrong, big rubies, big blue eye, big bass, you name it. I just cannot believe it jammed up at 150 meters. And geez, I couldn't see my way out of that one. The only way was tying it onto my jigging rod and just working that jigging rod and get it in the boat. All right, that's it. We're gonna head in, clean down the boat, and then yeah, we'll see you back home at the filleting table.
searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is...
Alright, let's see how heavy the grey band is. It is 12.5 kilo roughly. Good fish. And then we'll weigh the blue eye trevella. Let's have a look how heavy the blue eye is. 13.7. Okay, I'm going to show you what I do to my blue eye trevella because I like having the skin on blue eye. The high pressure water hose. Getting the high pressure water sprayer, it gets rid of all the scales, and crispy skin blue eye is bloody delicious. So anyway, nice little tip for you. Alright, I'll get to filleting. Oh well, cheers. Alright fishers, that's it from me. What an awesome day. First drop, big grey band, awesome. Went out a bit deeper, searched around that north end of the trench, and then got onto some blue eye after quite a few green eye sharks. Trust me, that's all part of the process. Just because there's green eye sharks doesn't mean there's other fish there, not there, sorry. But we got onto them, so pretty stoked. Unbelievable how we got that blue eye up. Just unbelievable. Like, I don't know what's going on in that reel, but it's just seized. So I'm guessing the gears are just jammed together. Oh well, we'll take that to real smooth Allen. Also, we've got a cool, nifty little gadget that we're going to release on our website in the next few weeks. I hope, fingers crossed. It's actually going to be something that's highly useful for you fishers. I haven't seen anything on in the market or in the industry here in Australia, so look out. It's going to be for people who like keeping their spots secret. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, we got some merch. If you'd like to buy some, there's a jewfish, tailor, and squid shirts, and they're quite punny. So if you enjoy your puns, check out our website at westernaustraliafishing.com.au. Got some merch up there. Anyways, till the next episode, we'll catch you later.